The recent economic success of Africa makes opportunities for future development of the continent more visible. Alongside with other development endeavors, the information communication technology sector can leverage integration in Africa and provide development opportunities, but it still faces a number of challenges. Globalization and information communication technology are two major forces that shape the future of the world through elimination of geographical borders and cross-fertilization of cultures and societies. The information society constitutes the world of tomorrow, which is in the making of today with information communication technology. Information communication technology, ICT, is a bedrock and facilitator of economic, social, and cultural development, not only bolstering the efficiency of all human activities, but also opening up new horizons due to their catalytic role in creativity and knowledge exchange. The creation of effective ICT systems and services represents, more particularly for Africa, the springboard absolutely necessary to attain the Millennium Development Goals by leapfrogging constraints due to the lack of traditional infrastructure and human and financial resources. Countries that have harnessed the potential of telecommunication, ICT networks and services have attained significant social and economic development. In addition, they are rapidly transforming into information and knowledge-based economies. In realization of the need to be integrated into the globalization process, Africa has sought to strengthen and diversify its productive base by attracting new direct investments for the production of quality manufactured goods and services. Infrastructure development is a primordial prerequisite in achieving this goal. A more developed ICT infrastructural development is therefore vital. African countries in this regard are seen as a whole trying to grasp the opportunity that is abound through the sector. Recently, an ICT week, the second of its kind, was held at the African Union headquarters, comprising of various activities. A gathering held in connection with that deliberated on the viability of the sector in the continent's developmental aspiration. Speaking on the occasion, Dr. Ilham spoke about the significance of the week and how the ICT sector could contribute to the welfare of the population in Africa.
Through the ICT exhibition, the aforesaid thematic celebration provides a very good opportunity to showcase how ICT is a cross-cutting tool for all life aspects and how it can contribute to the welfare of the African community. Moreover, the sub-themes chosen for the conference sessions today will emphasize the role that ICT can play in promoting Africa's identity through projects initiated by the Commission.
The African Union, through the department, is engaged in trying to facilitate the legal framework and other modalities so as to help countries utilize the most from the sector.
The Department of Infrastructure and Energy is working on strengthening the implementation and management of the various programs at the regional and continental level. Harmonization of the policies and the regulatory framework of the sector is gaining more momentum in the continent, and the infrastructure and Energy Department is putting much effort in that direction.
The internet has become an invaluable bridge for Africans to regroup and discuss social, political, cultural and economic issues facing them at home and abroad. But with the growing diffusion of internet and mobile services, Africa is still said to be lagging behind, with digital divide within the continent itself very much visible, according to the governor liaison of DOT African Initiative.
It's actually developing and evolving at an extremely fast pace. We had lagged behind a lot, and that's not because we couldn't. It's because we had so many other challenges to deal with. We didn't have enough, infrastructure, affordable, accessible infrastructure. For example, our East Africa region was the last one to be connected to international fiber optic cables. Only, 3 years ago, we didn't have fiber optic cable at all in Kenya or in the East Africa region. On top of that, we have so many other policy issues to deal with: health, agricultural issues, famine, the usual African policy issues that actually take our focus away from engaging in the internet economy.
The governments of African states are seeking to put in place appropriate mechanisms for inclusive and expeditious development of telecommunication, ICT use, and their integration into all development plans and activities. But there should be much more commitment on the part of governments to realize the objective of the plan.
I think African governments have a major role to play. They need to ensure that they're creating an environment, a conducive environment, policy regulatory environment, to allow for innovation to grow, to allow for African youth to develop innovation, to ensure that education in colleges, in primary schools starts and allows for our young people to actually grow up with the idea that you can actually develop applications, or you can actually, work or use or work with the internet in a way that enhances your development economically, socially, or even politically.
With more services are accessed by the public in Africa from public offices, the intensification of the quality of services is indeed very much vital.
Many of our African citizens get a lot of services from the government. So having some of those services actually on the internet will encourage many Africans to begin to use the internet to access government services. And in that way, it will then compel most of us to begin to use the internet to get government services.
The week also showcased an exhibition. In a bid to pursue knowledge-based economy, African countries are trying to integrate all kinds of technologies in their economic endeavor so as to galvanize the most benefit. And the holding of such a week, that of African ICT Week 2012, is important in actually communicating the public with latest innovations and technological advancement so as to help them engage in the developmental endeavor of the African continent. Africa in Focus inquired what objective could there be behind holding such exhibition, or rather, Information Communication Technology Week.
So many objectives, but broadly we can say that it is to promote all African states to use ICT to their society and for their solidarity, and at the same time to solve their economic and social challenges and problems through utilizing ICT, and thereby strengthen their relationship, and at the same time benefits from the advent of this digital era.
How successful was the event, all in all?
In fact, this event has got many components. One is the exhibition, and this exhibition that you are looking here. Before this, on the opening day, that means on the 21, we held a successful conference in which papers related to Pan-Africanism, and e-governance were presented, and we are also successful in that, both in terms of participants' profile and at the same time issues raised here. The other components of this event had been ICT quiz, which is still held and will be completed by Monday. Another component of this event is a paperless day in which people are free from any paper, and on that day they are using the technological equipments and ICT equipments only. And the other is also the management of the week in general. So in all these components of the event, we believe that we are achieving our objectives even more than we are expecting.
Despite the importance of holding such an event, still this particular exhibition failed to attract many exhibitors from the African continent. And we asked the organizers of this very week to tell us about that.
Last year we were planning to bring many exhibitors from the continent, but unfortunately our planning period had been too short because of another summit related to this agenda. So because of this, the department which is responsible for this, that means infrastructure and information technology division, were too busy to handle this type of things. So we are focusing only on the local companies that are found in Ethiopia for this year. And for coming year, hopefully you will see many national and international companies.
The exhibition in a way helped local exhibitors to exhibit their goods and services available at hand.
My participation is based on information center. We give information on 8123, directing people from place to places. You can find information by just dialing 8123. I mean any information. That will be regarding on government office, non-government office, cinema programs, flight informations, hotel, hospital, restaurants, anything. I mean anything. You just you can go online if you want, www.afalagi.com, as well as 8123.
We have brought a new idea. It's very really new. It's not about hardwares. It's not about softwares. It is about the manware of the IT sector. So meaning we are presenting a system here how to organize the professional for investment and business in ICT.
The exhibitors on their part said that the exhibition is indeed successful in a way that it